Welcome back again.
Bitches.
Today we brought to you by. I'm acting like we got a sponsor. We got a motherfucking sponsor.
We don't.
Alright.
Niggas try to tell you what you want. Niggas rarely give you what you need. Hey, bitch, I came here right here with the bounce.
Alright, so today we're here to bring you another discussion. Today we're going to talk about hip hop's generation gap. This has kind of been a pretty hot topic in today's 2017. This year alone, with the new age of mumble rap and a recent beef between the younger generation of rappers and the older generation of rappers.
More solely Pete Rock.
Oh yeah, he's kind of been going at a little bit of everybody.
He been doing this for like a couple years now too, though.
Yeah, I mean, he done had issue with Dolph, most recently Waka Flocka,
Lil Yachty. Him and Vince Staples got into it.
Yeah, so my man's he's not fucking with the new generations. Just make it simple. So we're here to give our opinions on it, how we feel about it, how we don't feel about it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna try to be neutral. Try to be neutral.
Listen, let's start off topic right now. We have known we are both 90s babies, so
I was born in 1996. So.
96 as well, so we are both 90s babies. So our depiction of it's gonna be a little bit different than how some of you feel about it. But guess what? You don't give a fuck. All right. So you wanna go first?
Oh, you got it.
All right. Shit, I don't even know where to start. How I feel about the generation gap. Listen, man. Keep it simple. I don't see what's the problem. Like, I don't see what's the problem with the new age rapper. Well, I kind of do see what the problem with the new age rapper is. Well, let me start off like this. My issue with new rap. How about that? My issue with the new rappers is...
I feel like we're going to agree on this.
Everybody kind of sounds the same.
Bam! No originality. Okay. Now we getting somewhere. Alright.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I agree.
Okay,
I agree fully, wholeheartedly, and stuff like that. Most of the people from Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, sound the same and stuff. And then you got people from New York that's like, who to do? A Boogie
with the hoodie.
Designer.
Who doesn't even always wear a hoodie?
Where PNB Rock from?
I think he's from like Philadelphia. He's from Philadelphia.
I don't know, but I don't know. It's like,
wait, Philadelphia's in Pennsylvania.
I don't know. It's like.
Listen,
basically, that's like my only thing with our generation.
And I get that though, but the thing, look, you gotta understand though.
What?
It's a certain sound and there's a certain wave that's going around about right now. The whole trap, dreamy wave rap, or what you call it, swag rap, is going around, and it's kind of like that's the thing right now. So if you can't beat them, join them, right?
Yeah.
So I understand how everybody does sound the same. Because if you really like listen to some of these new rappers' interviews and shit, like they be talking like they be wanting to do other music, but they know that's not what's hot right now. They're gonna do what's gonna get them hot.
What's gonna get them hot and what's gonna get them money, because you like
exactly like they trying to make money, bro.
It's kind of like they sacrificing their sound or whatever to.
Which is the part that kind of got me a little bit conflicted.
It's like they kind of sacrificing their sound to get money and stuff, which is like I kind of have a problem with that, but at the same time, you trying to make money. Cause
I mean, I get it. You trying to make
because you got rappers out here that do that. You know what I'm saying? That
like
make
2 Chainz. 2 Chainz not really a new rapper, but the interview he did with freaking I don't know, was it with Everyday Struggle or was it a regular interview? But he basically said like, yo, I want to make real like hip hop music, but I know that's not what my core fans
Everyday Struggle
want from you. So that alone kind of summed up how I feel like every rapper or people who make music has that same mentality.
My thing is, it's like if you gonna do that, at least like experiment with your sound or whatever. You feel like you got your core fan base on lock or whatever, experiment with your sound, because that's basically what Young Thug did. I'm a Young Thug fan.
He's a Young Thug.
I'm a Young Thug fan.
I'm a casual listener.
I'm a Young Thug fan, but basically that last CD he came out with, not the one he did with Future, but the one the one that sounded, he had like a bunch of different sounds on it. He was on Country Belly, all up in the pick of the devil.
Or was he a peacock?
What?
Was he a peacock? He wasn't a peacock.
My whole thing is like, don't be scared to like switch up your sound a little bit, because even Future did the same thing with Hendrix. Hendrix.
I feel like that was kind of a mix of a new Future, kind of going back to the old
Future, because
that's kind of why I like it so much.
When I did the reaction video, what did I compare it? I compared it to Honest.
Honest.
Which Honest was low key one of my favorite Future
Hey, look,
projects for a long time.
I like the Honest. I don't know what everybody pro on Honest is. I like the Honest. I thought Honest was actually
other
good.
than
I
that-
thought it was one of his best projects.
Other than that, I don't really have nothing bad to really, I don't know, say about it ain't really nothing bad to really say about our generation of rap. And plus they
It's some bad stuff to say about generation rap. Like,
okay,
that's
maybe
not-
okay. What else you got to say? Cause like I feel like I'm gonna agree with you.
I ain't even say them niggas perfect now. Like a little, like they can try. Cause half the time I listen to some of their music, I don't feel like they be trying. Cause they talk about literally the same shit, the drug use in rap, which has become a very popular topic, especially now with the passing of Lil Peep. I'm not gonna lie, I never listened to a Lil Peep song a day in my life, so I'm not here to critique him.
That's
Rest
but
in peace
but
to
that's
my
like
man.
but it's like that's like everybody's critique. That's like mainly the older generation like a critique of our generation of music.
Yeah,
the drug
the
use.
drug and
Because I'm
stuff.
like, how can y'all say that or whatever? It's like,
Their argument is like, cause I think you remember the 21 Savage post.
yeah,
He was basically talking about something. They talked about drugs and selling drugs and using drugs back then. But their defending argument is basically like, we were selling drugs to make it out of the hood. Y'all just doing this shit for fun. And I'm just like, bruh, I don't really think that they're doing it for fun. I really think that they may have a problem. Because you listen to like a lot of their music, they kind of tell you, hey, I have a problem. Like Lil Uzi Vert, for example, this nigga would tell you he's depressed in a fucking song lyric and we'll just be bobbing our heads to it. Like it's just casual listening.
for me, I don't know. I ain't even gonna lie.
But the moment the nigga go out the deep end, everybody gonna be like, oh.
Sometimes I feel like our generation of music is more.
It's personal.
Yeah, I feel like our generation ain't really scared to like show their feelings on songs. Which you got,
We
what
ego
you got?
as fuck.
Yeah, basically, but we got, you know what I'm saying? You got people from like the golden era rap and stuff that was like doing it. Cause I've been listening to a lot of Tupac lately, and he stayed talking about smoking weed and shit, stressing and all the just
First shot of jail, about to hit the hood. What's next? Booty sex.
just all the stuff he went through, and which I that's clearly understandable. You know, Biggie had the suicidal thoughts song.
Yeah, I mean, rappers have always, kind of gotten personal on their thing, but I think now
I feel like
it's made this cool to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And I think honestly, I'm gonna give it the credit to Drake. People might disagree with that, but you have to be honest.
somebody like making it mainstream.
Yeah, making it cool to show your feelings and all that extra stuff. Like you gotta give that credit to Drake.
Drake don't get enough credit for real.
For real. Or
Alright, so we ain't gonna start those ghost
But,
allegations.
yeah, that's just kind of my issue with the new generation, though. Like, I really do, like you said, I think they need to experiment, try different sounds, maybe switch up their talking points sometime. I mean, I get everybody's not finna be in the whole lyrical, miracle, spiritual rap. You trying to make club music, but shit, you can like make the lyrics sound listenable when you talking about the shit in the club. Like, I don't want to be in the fucking club dancing to a chick and the damn rapper in the background gonna start, no do the booty, y'all. Like, nigga, what did you just say to me?
I mean, I don't know that's just our generation of music, and then
But
like,
at the same time, it's meant for different purpose. You
you know what I'm saying? And like you can't really call you. It's kind of hard to like call somebody trash because like you're not really. It's their way of expressing their music, and it's y'all way of expressing y'all music.
If you don't like it, don't listen.
That's what I'm saying. And like another thing, it's rappers out there that are actually rapping.
Oh yeah,
It's plenty of rappers out there that are actually rapping.
I actually feel like there's more rappers who still really rap than there are, I guess you would call them mumble rappers.
You just gotta. The thing is, you just gotta take the time out to go find them. The thing is, y'all. I feel like people base everything off what's hot on the radio instead of actually going to search. Because if you look for rappers that are actually rapping, you got. I ain't gonna say the typical Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole.
Man, we got niggas like Mick Jenkins. Who just dropped the motherfucking project. Take a listen to that shit.
Joey Badass.
You'll thank me later. Joey, Earl,
Tyler.
Freaking Tyler. Well, they did a little bit more mainstream. I think they wanted like a little more people who ain't been there. You got niggas like Earth Gang, Jid.
Okay.
Jid just dropped the project earlier this year. Phenomenal. And he's a brand new ass artist. So you looking for new music.
Isaiah Rashad.
Isaiah Rashad. He still ain't got enough credit that I think my man deserves. So there's plenty of people out there who's rapping. But I really think with that.
Big Crit.
Oh yeah, Big Crit.
Yeah.
But the thing about the whole like what's mainstream, what's radio, I feel like people who are not necessarily in the culture or in the like who was into hip hop like that or like big fans of it, that's their only way of like, you know, seeing what's going on in hip hop. So of course the more popular music is gonna get played, that's the more hype stuff, people like it. And when other people who not necessarily familiar with the culture listen to that, they're gonna be like, oh, this genre is trash. What is this guy even saying right now?
Or like,
did he just say lick my tongue with acid?
Or damn, he just said Gucci Gang for 2 minutes and this is a Billboard charting song. I'm like, bruh, it's
so I feel like
rap is not the same. Rap is not the same like how it used to be, and that kind of leads me to my other thing. Was like everybody's favorite. The favorite argument is like, if Biggie and Tupac was here, we wouldn't have this kind of music.
I don't get into that.
That is, in my opinion, that is BS because music changes over time and you have to adapt to it.
Clearly, like
why do you think Jay-Z is still relevant?
True.
Jay-Z is still relevant. That kind of like, I don't know.
My man was naming current rappers as his inspiration. Goddamn.
Exactly. So
you can't really use that.
I feel Tupac and Biggie, they were gonna have to like change with the times eventually, cause that same style. It ain't really too many rappers that have like that same. They have their same style of rap. And steady putting out albums and stuff like that, and just, you know,
I don't think there's any rapper that has like ever kept the same style of rap.
Only person I can think of for real is probably the person that rude Jew dude name.
Talking about
Scarface. Legit, that's about the only person I can say for real. Cause my dad actually listens to Scarface, but.
And does this nigga have a chart now?
Yeah, you got a point.
Exactly. So
you got it. The thing is, you gonna have to change your formula up eventually, and I feel like Biggie and Tupac, they was gonna have to change their formula up eventually. So
if you got core fans, of course, core fans are still gonna like, yeah, you know, you're doing the same thing. But if you ever want to expand your brand, like, there's nothing wrong with staying the same, just like there's nothing wrong with changing. But if
you gotta experiment.
Expand, you gotta change.
You gotta experiment, cause it's like even with
like fucking my girl, Gina Iko said, man, shame on you for changing. Nah. No, he's like, shame on you for changing. Nah, shame on you for staying the same.
Ooh. Cause like that's like my whole thing with like A$AP Ferg. Like every album he comes out with, I'm gonna compare it to Trap Lord. Now these past two albums.
That is the wrong mentality to have.
I'm sorry, and I hate to do that, but I understand you gotta experiment, cause that's like even with Vince Staples' Big Fish Theory.
You talk about experiment.
That was a very experimental album compared to his last, or compared to what, Summertime 06?
Compared to anything he's ever done.
So that it was different. Damn,
I respect it though. Like, you may not like it, but you gotta respect it at the same time.
That's what I'm saying, cause you got, like I said in the A$AP Ferg video, I understand, you know, you trying to expand and stuff, but at the same time, you know, if I don't like it, I don't like it. But at the same time, I'm gonna give you your credit for, you know. Oh yeah, that CD grew on me too.
Yeah, it did grow.
That CD did grow on me.
Some bangers.
Yeah, I don't know.
I really think it's even a generation gap for real. If you think about it, because if you really think about what's going on with music today, every era of hip hop, because hip hop is only like what, 44 years old. It's not that old of a genre.
So 30 years old.
Every freaking decade, you have a new style of music. Like, shit, you take it back to the 80s, you know, people was rapping like this, going to the store. And then you got the 90s, that's when the drug dealing music came out. And then, you know, Jay-Z, freaking Pac, Biggie. Like,
Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing
to fuck with. Yo, shit started getting a little bit more aggressive. Then you had the early 2000s era with the party sound.
Yeah, early 2000s was like party, because you had club music, you had the Lil Jons, you had
East Side Boy, Lil Jon.
Speaking of drug use, are we just gonna forget about 3 6 Mafia? Are we just gonna forget about 3 6 Mafia? Y'all trying to call us a generation full of crackheads? I'm like, what? Sipping on some scissor? Sipping on some scissor? But still though.
But yeah, man, it's just like so forth and so forth. And you know, like today's music, now trap and R&B. I don't know. Hip hop's kind of doing this weird thing when they like to infuse trap and R&B to make their music now. You
got artists in our generation actually singing.
Yes, I feel like you can't be a rapper
at the same time. Our generation, like, we weren't the first to do that. It kind of started with, like, I almost say Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Oh yeah, the whole
then
singing.
You had like Lauryn Hill. Then you got Nelly don't get credit for the singing, rapping thing.
Hey, my boy Nelly's
I'm just
highly
saying.
slept on. Just saying.
Then I ain't gonna, I'm just speaking off from
He
what
was-
I know.
Your
but,
boy Young Thug was the first person to do the country thing. All right.
yeah, but I was just speaking from like, you know, what I know, and then I guess after Nelly you got Drake. So
And like pretty much Drake, then The Weeknd came, and then everybody kind of just started taking them sounds. Like a lot of a thing I noticed that's in common with a lot of new artists. Like every interview they do, the people that they name off their inspirations are people like Gucci, Chief Keef, Kanye, and some people might say Drake. And like honestly, you can actually hear all of that influence in their music. Like niggas are naming themselves after Gucci, man. Fucking don't we got like a Lil Wop right now?
yeah,
Lil Wop, all that shit. Lil everybody's little nowadays. But that's besides the point. But just saying though, like these niggas, they don't be like lying. It just shit. If you grew up freaking what 90, where we born 96,
We born
96 on
96.
up. Like if you ask me what my top 10 list is, I'll probably put maybe 1 or 2 rappers from the 90s era in my top 10.
Same.
Just to be honest.
same.
Cause that's just the shit we grew up on. So you can't really fault them for being inspired by niggas like Gucci, Jeezy.
Yeah, cause I mean that's what we grew up on, and then at the same time, it's like you gotta think from our perspective, cause it's like the same stuff that y'all grew up on, like NWA or something like that.
Right.
We're rebellious music. Our sort of rebellious music of that nature would probably be
Mumble rap. Honestly, you really think
y'all
about
probably mumble rap.
Cause like think back to the Lil Yachty interview he did, like, and this back when the whole Joe Budden shit happened. He said like, I feel like I'm an outsider, you know what I'm saying? I do the shit that other people not doing, and he's doing that shit on purpose. Like he know people really not gonna call him a real rapper and shit, but he doesn't care. He's gonna make the music he want to make. So I really feel like that style of music will be known as the rebellious phase of hip hop. Goddamn.
Yeah.
Just like rock, hat, punk, and metal, and all that extra shit coming in.
Which kind of brings us to the like thing of, do you think rap needs subgenres?
Oh yeah, that's another topic. That's another topic. I personally do feel like rap does need subgenres, only because for people who not necessarily into the culture like that can know what they're getting themselves into before they get themselves into it.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it should be alternative rap. I haven't thought of the other names yet. I definitely feel like there should be a category called alternative rap.
I feel like it should be another name for mumble rap.
Yeah, in bubblegum trap, what
They call Lil Yachty like bubblegum trap for some
I don't really like that name. I think it should come with a different name for them. But honestly, I do feel like hip hop needs subgenres, and like people be like, oh, but all the trash rappers are running mainstream. It's not really, if you think about it.
I'm like,
who are the highest selling hip hop artists this year?
Drake,
Kendrick, Jay-Z. Are you really finna say they can't rap?
yeah.
So it's all about longevity and how long you want to be here. So shit, some of these new rappers, they might be a fad. They might not be here next year. They might not be here in 2 or 3 years. What's gonna be the next new sound?
Migos might be here though.
Oh, Migos gonna be here, of course. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? Like I don't really care. Oh yeah, one more point before this video is about to end. But freaking people that always say, man, I'm gonna stick to my 90s and hip hop, man, my Rakims and my Biggies, and those are people I feel like who are not necessarily in the culture.
You just stuck in the 90s, nigga.
When people say what happened to hip hop
Sweet
or what
dreams
happened
stuck in the
to rap or
90s.
something, those are the people I look at in the comment section and be like, I honestly do not feel like they're a really true hip hop or R&B fan.
If you true to hip hop like you say you is,
you would notice the damn change and shift in everything. And
I say you should at least support the culture, and if you don't like what you see, take the time out to go out and find new artists.
Find artists. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like,
So-
how you gonna say, oh, I'm gonna stick to this generation of music versus this generation?
That generation of music is
You
gone.
are literally
That
taking
boom bap sound is not too many artists are doing that for real.
thing that people are taking literally 10 of the most popular rappers, and they're classifying them as a whole generation of music. That's what people are doing.
Which
How the
is so
hell are you
sad.
gonna take 10 freaking rappers? The Double XL class 2016 last year with Uzi, Yachty, and Kodak, all them on it. People are calling the new generation for like out of all the rappers. That's like 10 people on that list.
Hey, one thing I can say, that list is still, the folks that's on that list, they still here.
They are still here.
So,
except Designer, he's kind of shaky right now. I'm waiting on the album Designer.
but Yeah, I don't know.
That's how I feel on the thing though. But yeah, let us know what y'all think in the comment section, baby.
So yeah, please like, subscribe, comment, let us know how y'all feel and stuff. We told y'all how we feel. We kind of on the 90s side or whatever. Not the 90s side. We on the we on the new generation
Man,
side.
we feel culture, bro.
Yeah,
we like we like air.
We just don't like the hate that our generation
Country builders
been
made a couple million.
receiving or whatever. Because
Yeah, man, I'm disrespecting the new generation.
Exactly.
But at the same time, the new
but
generation.
they whole thing is like the new generation not paying homage to them. But my thing is, y'all don't respect the new generation. So how do y'all expect the new generation to respect
That is another
y'all?
point.
Y'all quit to disrespect the new generation.
True.
Say the new generation can't rap. This, and this.
Yeah.
Y'all trash. We don't even understand what y'all saying.
Exactly.
I mean,
you had niggas like freaking Twista.
I'm gonna say, please tell me y'all understood when Twista and Bone Thugs and Harlem. Please tell me when they first came out, y'all understood
Fuck
what they
that.
said.
We can take it back even further. Did y'all know what the fuck James Brown was saying half the time? Literally, this nigga wasn't even singing words half the time. He was singing ad-libs.
Then like that kind of goes into the whole, they be trying to like, you know, say like the different styles of clothes that we wear nowadays too. You just made me think of that with the whole James Brown thing, cause you got niggas back then was wearing what, leather suits and stuff. Cause I'm like
flamboyant wear, like
y'all supported Prince, and then not to mention one of my favorite Eddie Murphy stand-ups, Raw, and he had on a purple tight suit.
None of this stuff is new. Honestly.
Come on, man.
If you want to just put it in simple terms, none of this stuff we're seeing today is new.
Yeah, I'm like,
it's just a rendition of what's been going on.
Like niggas in the early 2000s were wearing them big ass t-shirts and stuff, and
it's just a rendition, bro.
It's a fad, man.
Life, bro. We're gonna go through phases.
So yeah, but
whatever you do, you man. If you're an artist out there trying to make music, bro, stick to your sound, bro. Just do it.
But yeah, I don't really have nothing to say about this.
I don't got nothing to say about it. I'm done. I'm basically we supposed to end this shit. Like
we really was, but yeah, please like, subscribe, comment. Let us know y'all feel in the comment section. Yeah, be sure to hit that notification bell so every time I put a video, y'all will get one. But yeah, this is T and J. Thank you.
Say pussy and paper is poetry, power and pistols. Plotting on murdering motherfuckers before they get you. Picturing pitiful punk niggas copping, please, puffing weed as I position myself to clock.